Hi everybody, I'm Jim McCabe and welcome to another edition of Generals TV. This week we are previewing the NAHL Generals games against the New Jersey Titans. We also talked to head coach Brian Erickson about the NA3HL Generals and the success they've had this season. Plus, player interviews this week with coach Sato and Cam Smith.
You guys had a week off and now you're headed on the road. How was the week off?
It was good. We did, it was more of a work week than a week off. It was a hard-working last week, and then this week we really ramped it up with the kids. We've been on the ice, every day, most of the time for about 2.5 to 3 hours, working on improving our systems, improving our power play, improving our breakouts, working on our forecheck, working on some line chemistry issues. We brought in a special forwards coach for some of the forwards. We brought in the D coach specifically for the D. We brought in our skills coach to run skills twice. So we've got them with a bunch of different guys to hopefully get their minds focused and just kind of maybe hearing the same things but from different people will help jog some.
Who is that? I can't see it. Turtling is Danchenko, and Mangano trying to get the better of him. And I think Mangano might be done for the rest of the game. Now Mangano is trying to get involved with Danchenko again. They're going to go again, and the referee's not involved with this, so Mangano and Danchenko.
Kind of looking through the stats and going back to, seems like a long time ago, but the second game against Wilkes-Barre, a lot of penalties in that game, and now the Generals have the third highest average penalty minutes in the league. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I mean, at least we're at the top of the league in something right now, so I'll take what I can get. But that was one of those games where as a coach, you obviously don't want undisciplined penalties. You can turn the game, especially when you have a team with good power play. That Matt Kidney was really lethal for Wilkes-Barre in the power play, and it was hard to give him opportunities. But one of the really good things about it was that you saw kids not just complaining about being frustrated or just snapping at each other. They were actually out there being physical, and most of our penalties were because of physicality. Anthony Mangano really stepped up defending a teammate. And, I don't condone the fighting, but if it happens organically the way that it did, he got in 2 fights in 10 seconds, and for me it really showed a lot of why he's got the letter on his chest, because he was standing up for a teammate and then he was standing up for himself. And they actually ended up rescinding about 70 minutes of those penalty minutes from him because the league reviewed it and realized it was overcalled. The refs do a great job, and they're caught up in the moment too, so that's why we have a league review system, and we were lucky to get Anthony's suspension down to 1 game. And he's going to be a big miss because he's really stepped up his game and he's stepped up his physicality. Penalties are going to be part of that. Anytime you're losing, the frustration comes in. As long as it's not dangerous and dirty plays, I'm okay with being overly physical to try to turn the tide a little bit and turn the emotions of the bench. So, penalties will come. But once again, when the other teams are using speed, or you're getting out there for too long of a shift, which we've had some issues with, you start reaching a little bit, and that's where the hooks and that's where the trips come in. And so we really focused this week on shortening all the shifts to hopefully eliminate some of the tic-tac penalties.
When you look at the New Jersey Titans, you see that 4 of the top 5 scorers on the team are rookies. Is that impressive at all?
I think it's incredibly impressive. And we look at our rookies that have really struggled in the beginning of the year to make the adjustment. We have kids that have kind of shown up on the scoreboard as of late. It took them a little bit longer to adjust to the league. Having said that, New Jersey had a few more veterans to help them assimilate to this league, but Daniel Ruzioni is a kid I know very well. He played Walpole Express last year. We thought about drafting him, and I didn't think he would have a problem adjusting to the league, and he's done a great job. He's put on more points than I would have guessed, but he's a heck of a hockey player, and those kids are all really good, and they've come from big pedigrees of backgrounds playing at high-level juniors. Yeah, it's their first year in the NA, but it's not their first year playing junior hockey, and so it is surprising. It's a testament to Craig over there in New Jersey, and what a great job he's doing coaching.
Samoza dances through, fires one, they score! Off the crossbar, it's a goal. Samoza just danced through into the slot, untouched, and gets the Generals on the board. It's a power play goal.
And as as far as your team goes, your lone goal scorer in the last game against Wilkes-Barre, Evan Somoza, leading the team in points. What do you like about him?
Well, Evans, I felt 2 weeks ago against Wilkes-Barre, he turned a corner. He finally started to buy into the system a little bit more, started to stick in the less and to be a little bit more of an agitator. The one thing about Evan that is deceptive is, he's not overly physical, he doesn't block a lot of shots, but he is so disruptive to the guy with the puck. I mean, to me, he's the best penalty killer in the league. He's an incredible forechecker because he's just on everybody so quick, and he's so, he's got kind of crazy motion with his arms, and, he's just very disruptive and distracting to the other team. And, when he gets the puck, he's a threat to score every time. It hasn't come yet, but his new line mates, they've only played together for 2 games, and they've all put in some points as a line together, him with Mike Egan and Colin Bielik, and that looks like a line that's finally clicked. We finally found a home for Evan, and putting him in the middle has really opened him up in the middle of the ice. And, we're very impressed with Evan, and schools have noticed, and he's starting to get the recognition that he deserves, and we look forward to hopefully him leading us to at least a win tomorrow night.
As far as you've got a couple of new additions, we have Zach Taylor picked up from the Minnesota Magicians, and Christian Thomas. I know we talked in our last coach chat before the Wilkes-Barre game about Justin Brand. Just talk about Taylor and Thomas, by the way, and Thomas picked up from the Corpus Christi Ice Race. So yeah, talk about those two additions.
So Zach Taylor's kind of an undersized defenseman, left-handed shot, 96. Great kid, has experience in the league, very smart with the puck, makes very quick decisions, makes that first outlet pass. And some of the things that you get when you get a 96 that's played in the league is that quicker decision making, which is where we've had an issue sometimes where the kids look off their first option, look for their second option, then try to go back to that first option. It's not there anymore. Zach brings some veteran presence, he brings the speed and the skill set, and he's really ramped it up in practice. Christian Thomas is a 99 who played in Corpus. He's got a lot of speed. He was playing down there in that really heavy division where it's very physical. The ice is slow because of the temperatures. Coach Flynn and I, we talked about Christian a lot. And, the fact that coming up here to the hard ice and where it gets open, we can open up a little bit more and really help elevate his game. And we're very excited about inserting him into the lineup. We feel that with Brandt and Thomas as well, it gives Justin Jalen a chance to solidify his place in the roster with some line mates that are like-minded with the speed and getting to the net hard, and we think that's going to be a fun line to watch tomorrow night.
Finally, the NA3HL Generals are 1 win away from matching their win total last season if they are able to win their game on Sunday. That's a remarkable turnaround. I'm sure that's something you've taken notice of.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I've been on the bench for the majority of those games, and they're a good group. They're figuring it out. They're in a little bit of a tailspin. They lost 4 in a row, and they lost to the first place team twice, and they lost to a team that's been a really big nemesis for us, the Cape Cod Islanders, right down the street. 2 of the games we lost because we didn't play well, and 2 of the games we lost because we didn't execute well. And so for us, the kids on the team, they know they're 1 win away from matching last year's total. I know they're 1 win away from matching last year's total, but the goal on that team is to win the division. It always has been from the beginning of the year. I think the talent's there. I think the goaltending's there. And I really think that we have an exceptional group of kids over there that have done a really good job. And we've had some injuries and some nicks, and like we do today, we're able to pull a couple D up or a couple forwards up to help augment us in practice, and it's really helping set the tone for the team. And the Generals at the NA3 level are going to be a really good team to reckon with the rest of the way.
Back behind the main net is Fort, overtaken by a General. Centered out in front, shot, they score! Great pass from Harrington to Ballou.
On paper, you see that the goal production has gone up about 1 goal more per game than last year, but you just watch the team on the ice and watch them do their offensive thing, some of the passes from down low. It really seems like they're comfortable with the offensive part of the game.
Yeah, I think a lot of that comes with, last year we had almost exclusively rookies, and we brought a lot of the same kids back, and, just a year of comfort in the league. The system that we run is really offensive geared. It's been frustrating at times because, I think against Cape we had 46 shots on net, and I think we only put in, 4 or 5 goals, and it would have been nice, to get a few more. But same time, the goal production is huge, and a lot of it's just their comfort level at this point of their junior careers, and we'd like to continue.
No Long Beach Sharks not putting up 6 goals again.
And Long Beach Sharks are something to be reckoned with. Mike Stanley does a heck of a job there, and we've been able to beat them twice, and we lost to them 3 times, and we look forward to playing them again, and hopefully we'll beat them in the playoffs.
East Coast Minutemen is the opponent. That's coming up at Canton Sunday at 2:30, and then of course Friday and Saturday are the games for the Northeast Generals NAHL team versus New Jersey, and that's all available on Hockey TV. Good luck this weekend, Coach.
And out to Brunovich again. Archie sends it in, and they score! And celebrating is Sato. Looks like it deflected in front. And we're talking to one of the newest Northeast Generals, Co Sato. Co, thanks for talking with me.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, since you've been on the team, which has not been very long, but you've been putting up points and really contributing. You're one of the top scorers now on the team. Talk about what you've brought to the Generals so far.
Coming in, I started the year with NAHL Gens. Got traded here. Coming in, expectation was high. I mean, I'm a 96. Last year juniors. I played 4 years of juniors. I have to put up points to stay here. I mean, that's what I do. I think that's what I'm good at. And I'm happy to be here and can show younger guys that what I can do and show them and lead them by example.
What do you think your biggest asset is? I mean, from what I see, it looks to be your speed. Do you think that?
Yeah. I mean, my speed. I was fortunate enough to have my speed on the ice. I'd say my speed and scoring sense is my shooting skills.
You bring it all to the table.
Yeah, I mean, I try. That's what I do. What I can do, everything I can do every day, bringing in the table. So I try and do it. I try and work on it every day, improve myself.
You're doing a great job so far. Let me ask you, you're from Japan, and it's one of the, I guess, underrepresented areas for hockey, but it seems like it's really been growing. Especially, we've seen an increasing number of Japanese players in the NAHL. Talk about the growth of the sport in your country.
Growing up playing hockey in Japan wasn't really huge. That's one of the reasons I wanted to come to North America and play hockey. It's much more skill intense. More advanced. I love that people are coming to North America and try out for NA, the USHL, NA3. I love to see it. I want to show younger kids in Japan that Japanese can compete against Americans and show them that we're not that big of a disadvantage in hockey in the world. So I do it for my parents, my kids that look up to me to show them that we can compete and stuff. So.
Cool, awesome. Well, good luck against New Jersey this weekend. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, go Gens.
We are talking with Cam Smith, one of the other newcomers on this team, and another player that's really putting up the points and helping out the team. And Cam, thanks for talking with us. Talk about the success you've had so far. You had a goal and 2 assists, and you're really helping the team out so far.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. I really like who I'm playing with. I have Kohei Sato. He's very fast. He's got a great one-timer, and they put me with him so I could keep up with his speed since he's fast as well. We're both fast players. And Devin Pierce, he works super hard. He's great at protecting the puck. I love in my line right now. I think we've had some good luck, some bad luck, but we're really putting it together, I think, and we're gonna have some more success in the future here. But I was happy to come here to Northeast and have this opportunity to play with such great guys, and it's such a great group of guys here, and I'm hoping for a successful weekend coming up here.
I thought it was funny in your game against Johnstown where you scored the goal. That was against your former team. And
Yeah.
We heard there was a little bit of chirping from those guys as you skated past and talked about that.
Well, some was friendly, some was not so friendly, but you expect it. I expected it going into the game, but it was definitely fun. It was a little awkward at first, obviously, but you just it's another hockey game. You play a bunch of hockey games during the season. You know the guys, some guys. Don't know other guys on different teams, but you just play given any situation, and that's what we did. We did, and we had some success that game.
I think it's kind of interesting that as the Generals go to Alaska, you'll be making the trip again. Some of these guys, I know it's a little far ahead, but we talked about that a little bit on our previous broadcast. As somebody who's now done this and is going back, are you looking forward to that on the schedule? Yeah,
I've done it several times with several different teams here in this league, but it's a fun trip. It's definitely a grind, though. You go several different plane rides often, and the situation down there, it's good. It's fun. It's fun if you go out and do some stuff with the guys, maybe some exploring. A lot of guys never been to Alaska before who do the trip on these teams, so it's definitely a fun time, and hopefully I can assist in some things we can do out there. So I'm excited.
As far as I know, you're looking a little closer down the road for this weekend trip against New Jersey. What do you think the team has to do to get their first wins?
Definitely put together a whole 60 minutes. I think we have to stay disciplined, and we got to stay out of the other teams trying to get you into taking some penalties and stuff. And we got to stay out of it. We got to be aggressive. We got to be on the puck, and we have to possess the puck. And we got to play a strong defensive game, and the offense will come. So, we've been working in practice with our skills instructor on just simple ways to score goals, the good ways that you wouldn't even think about. Scoring from angles that you wouldn't normally shoot from, coming around the net, looking for different options, getting rebounds, going to the net, certain ways. So I think it's going to come together for us. We just have to put together a full 60 minutes and focus